He has a voice, he sounds like Tom Waits gargling hot asphalt. Please welcome James Rabbit! Alright. I was walking in here tonight and I saw a bunch of people outside smoking cigarettes, and I have to tell you, I hate that. I hate the way it looks, I hate the way it smells, I hate the way the smell sticks to your clothes for hours. I mean, I think about this every time I smoke a cigarette. Like 25, 30 times a day this goes through my head. For 5 minutes at a time, or 10 if I'm chain smoking. Now, on the other hand, I am thankful to cigarettes, because if it wasn't for cigarettes, I wouldn't have this delightful baritone you're hearing right now. I wouldn't be able to say stuff like, you gotta like the way you look, and I guarantee it, you gotta like. Plus, if I ever need a tracheotomy, it's not going to be a big deal. Like, here's tracheotomy. It's basic. I'm afraid of ghosts. Ghosts are something that really scare me. And I think it's because it's been a long time since we've seen a nice ghost, and I would like to see that come back. Like in the next Paranormal Activity, a guy and his girlfriend come home like, wow, the laundry is folded again. I didn't do it. Did you do it? No. Girl sitting in the kitchen, dishwasher just starts to unload itself. Ghost leaves a couple of things on the counter because it's not sure where they go. Guy wakes up possessed in the middle of the night, starts feverishly ironing his clothes, does a better job than he normally does. It's like Paranormal Activity 5, the ghost of Mr. Belvedere. Another thing I don't like, I'm not afraid of it, but I don't like it, is the company Arm & Hammer with the baking soda. Because it was fine when they were just making baking soda, but now they're putting it in everything. They've got toothpaste with baking soda, deodorant with baking soda, detergent with baking soda. You look at the ingredients every single time, the first inactive ingredient is baking soda. It's not doing anything, they're just ripping us off with it. They're ripping us off with baking soda. That's what they're doing. Cocaine dealers do the same thing. They put baking soda in there in order to increase their profits. But at least they're not brazen enough to be walking around being like, yeah, it's cocaine with baking soda. The cocaine will get you high, and the baking soda will keep your piss clean. Now I have to charge you more because of the baking soda. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have a friend who's a pot dealer, and he can get you anything you want. Like, for instance, if you want a legal cable, he can find it. Or if you want to find like an underground or poker game, he can get it. It makes me wonder if there's some sort of a crime chamber of commerce that I'm not aware of. Like they have guest speakers, like, our next speaker made $7,200 in smack sales this week alone. Give it up for the heroine of heroin, Jamie Stevens. Or like if one of them gets in trouble, they all work together to bail him out, like come to Stevie's bail bowl-a-thon. At the end, they all get together for coffee and crawlers. Like, oh, yeah, you smoke pot? Cool. I do illegal cable. Yeah, you got a business card? No? That's smart. No paper trail. I was sitting around with my friends the other night, and we were drinking, and I noticed something that I never noticed before. Like, if you go back through history all throughout time, people have always drank. But there's no story as to how it started or who invented it. And I think I know what must have happened. It must have been two cavemen that were sitting at a table. There was a cup of something sitting there for weeks, and one of them said to something to the other that changed the course of human history forever. I dare you to drink that. So the other guy does it, and they wait like 20 minutes, and he's like, well, how do you feel? He's like, well, I feel pretty good. And you know something, man? I love you, man. You're a really good friend. So they decide to go out. They put the alcohol in some sort of a primitive container. This will later become the first flask. And they go out to their local singles cave. And, well, they had those. Come on. Yeah, so they're in there, and he is the life of the party. He's killing it. Everybody loves him. Every girl there is hoping that she'll be the one he drags home by the hair that night. So, isn't it funny that that was our primitive form of dating, by the way? Like, if a girl had really long hair, where people were like, wow, she wants it. Or is that why even today lesbians have short hair? I don't know. You're with answer. gets way too drunk, he passes out, the ugliest girl in the bar drags him home by the hair. And we won twice like this, because the next day he had to invent the wheel to get away. So, later on she kept on coming back, so he had to invent fire to ultimately get rid of her. Like, hey, get out of here. Anyway, that's my time.